Hello, and welcome to Pendulum Divining and Dowsing with Lyman Holton. Today, the pendulum we're going to be using is right here. This is called an Indian agate. An Indian agate. Now, remember the last video I made, I talked to you about the lacy agate. I had the name wrong. I got confused. It's called the crazy lace agate. So if you want to look at the last video, that's the correct name of that agate, what that pendulum is made out of. So here we have an Indian agate, okay? And I'm going to read what it says so I don't mess up, all right? The energy vibrations of this gemstone transmit serenity and patience. In India, it's believed to be good for healing, especially for eye diseases. All right, so there we go. We've got the Indian agate pendulum. Now, today, I want to ask my pendulum to answer a question for me. So here we go. Take a look at this. I'm going to hold the pendulum as properly as I can. I always hold mine in my left hand, and I'm going to first ask it to show me yes. Now, you don't have to. I usually don't, but for demonstration purposes, I do. And a lot of people do it all the time. Before they use the pendulum, they ask it, what is yes? Show me what is no. Okay? So, show me yes. So we have the movement going, and as usual, it goes off into a counterclockwise direction, meaning yes for me. Okay, now, show me no. And there we have a clockwise for no. Okay? So, there we go. Another point I'd like to bring up is some people believe that you should never wear any jewelry, rings, watches. That should all be taken off. And it can interfere with the energy that's used with the pendulum. I just don't believe that. I've tried them with, without. I can't tell any difference. What makes you feel good is what you need to do. Remember that thing I talked about in an earlier video called the placebo effect? Well, what you think is what is. Okay? You can make yourself well just by believing you're getting well. There are many things you can do with your mind. Okay? Now, what you think is very important. So, here we go with this. What question should I ask today? Well, I think what I want to ask is a question about health. I'm going to ask about my health. You, of course, could ask about yours. You could ask about mine if you want to, but I don't know why you would do that. Okay? So, cheers. I'm going to ask if it is in my best interest to have a physical examination by a medical doctor within the next month. Here we go. Is it in my best interest to see a medical doctor for a physical examination within the next month? Okay, and it's telling me no. Okay, now I have some issues with my eyes, so I do already have an appointment set with an optometrist for the end of this month. Now, The condition with my eyes is already something that I know about and I'm being treated with. I just have to get checked up once a year on it. So really, yes, it is in my best interest to see a doctor for a medical examination this month. Pendulum says no. All right? But let's see. I'll ask a more specific question. Is it in my best interest to go to my eye examination this month? Now, I'm not thinking yes it is, no it isn't. All I'm doing is wondering what the pendulum is going to do. What is going to tell me? Now, again, it's going in no. It's going into a direction that tells me no. It isn't in my best interest to see the optometrist, an eye doctor, this month. Okay, now, that's what this is telling me. However, I think it is in my best interest to go see the doctor this month. All right? And now, is it an urgent issue I have to see him about? No, I just have a condition with my eyes that I need to have the doctors check on once a year. So if they need to adjust my medication, they can. But I have, with corrective lenses, 20/20 vision and no decline in my vision. I've been wearing these lenses for, let's see, believe it or not, for 8 years. Okay? So, if you're going to use this to give you yes and no answers to things, you need to be careful. You need to realize that it's not always going to be correct. The more you use it, the better judge you can be of how valid the answers are that it's giving you, right? You get a feeling for it. But if you have a medical condition and you're trying to decide, well, I wonder if I should get this strange looking mole on my back checked out by a doctor. Is it cancerous? So you ask your pendulum, is the mole on my back cancerous? And it says, no, it's not. Don't do that. If you have a problem, go to the doctor, okay? Regardless of what your pendulum says. Well, it's better than flipping a coin. I can tell you that. Because remember, you are actually moving this. And you're moving this through your consciousness of the consciousness of the universe, right? But you're not always going to get exactly the right answer. It's just you are not. The percentages are not 100%. Keep that in mind. So don't hurt yourself, all right? Look at this as a very interesting thing to do, all right? And I'll see you again when I make my next video, which will be pretty soon. Goodbye.